So welcome back from the TRC ground in Srinagar. It's the double header today. So the match right now it is going to be the JNK Back Academy taking on the JK Forest 11. So JK Forest 11 is the team in the purples, and you are watching the team on the whites. It is the JK Back Academy team. Most of the players in the JK Back Academy team is the team comprising of some youngsters, and the JK Forest team, as all we know, is the team which is playing from last 17 years. And it is going to be a nice encounter. Let's wait and watch how the JK Bank Academy players, most of the youngsters in this team, how they will gonna prove their mettle over here. It is going to be the Khyber Premier Football League, the match number 11, which is just going to kick off from the it is the TRC ground Srinagar. It's the synthetic turf. You can watch the JKSC State Sports Council building in front, and there are some dignitaries which are in the gallery. So it is just match is about to start. It is the JK Forest 11 player who is just to start the proceedings here, and it is the JK Bank Forest 11 player. They are just checking and seeing the condition of the football. So let's wait and watch how this encounter is going to be. It is absolutely fantastic. We have just held before the match which was won by the AGS 11, and they won it by 2-1. It is against the Real Kashmir Academy team, and it was absolutely fantastic. The passing in that, the dribbling, the teamwork, it was all over the AGS 11. They come back in the second half. It was added one, and it was just 1-1. And after that, the AGS 11 just marking their ways and thrown one of the penalty into the nets, and they have just won it 2-1. Although the player from the Real Kashmir FC got the man of the match. It was Samuel from Meghalaya who was declared the man of the match. And I will just take you out of the live because it is the time for Azan. It is the Azan time, so we will be silent for a few minutes here. So, welcome back after the Azan time. So, we will gonna tell you that the JK Bank Academy has already thrown one of the goal into the nets. So, they are on the mark with the bang. So, it is the Forest 11 which are lagging now. It is absolutely fantastic passing between the two players, and they have just been able to throw one into the net. So, they are off the mark with the bang, and they are the players who are mostly the youngsters, and it is a team who is of youngsters, and the team have the loads of experience is the JK Forest 11, but will they be able to convert that experience into energy and enthusiasm? Till now it is the JK Bank Academy have just thrown one of the goal into the nets, and they are up the mark. It has been absolutely fantastic. So we are hoping so. It is JK Bank who is up the mark with the bang, and it is Mr. Shafi Para who has marked his way towards the com box as he was enjoying some drinks outside the com box, and he is back here in the com box. So it is JK Bank 11 who have got up the mark, and the Forest of the team is having a loads of experience, and we have to wait and watch. Will they be able to come back in this game? And it has been forwarded to the defense player who was just trying to put it forward to the midfielder just passed it to the winger who is just trying to get hold on to it, and they are just and he is down, and there comes the flag out from the official referee there, which is an assistant referee, and he has just signaled that it is the throw in which comes in favor of the Forest 11. So let us wait and watch here. The scores haven't been updated yet. JK Bank Academy is up the mark, and they have scored a goal. Here is Shafi Para with me, and he will take you forward what will be the other photo of the game.
Thank you, Irshad. Khyber Premier Football League 2021, organized by JKFA in association with JK Sports Council, is presenting one more match by Frisk Film Productions on ANN News, which is presented by AM or Labs, a unit of venture, accuracy or nothing, and which is centrally recognized and registered, and we got powered by Arise Hyundai, and also presented by Shamrock and Knowledge Tree, where young minds grow, and scores have been updated and have been displayed on the screen as well. It is JK Bank on the very beginning of the first half of the match have taken a lead of 1-0 here, and we are heading towards the match. It was the left out who tried to take a control over the ball from the JK Forest player, and man in white is taking on man in purple.
Yes, absolutely. It has been a great game of football before, and now it is going between Forest 11 and JK Bank. Man in purple is the JK Forest 11, and man in white or the JK Bank Academy players.
Yeah, it's a big battle now. It's game number 11 of the event. 59 games have to be played in this event of Khyber Premier Football League, which is first of its kind, and Mr. Shabir Ahmad Shah Saab is one of the dedicated person and is one of the core committee member of this Khyber Premier Football League, and also of the ANN News here. There we go. The ball is just hanging around. The line is there. That has been well brought towards one more player with jersey number 9 there, and jersey number 9 has just simply touched the ball that goes outside the touch lines for a throw-in. Throw-in comes in favor of man in purple that belongs to the team of JK Forest 11. They are lagging by a 1 goal here. Whistle has been blown by the match official of the day, and there we go. Who is gone at this? Mr. John Mohammed, the official there, and it was the assistant referee as well, accompanied the match central referee. There 2 assistant referees actually are assisting the central referee. It is a free kick that goes in favor of man in white, that is JK Bank 11. So JK Bank 11 is one of the comrade from the bank backside has strongly assaulted the ball that is surely going outside the touch lines, as the man assistant referee on the sidelines has waved his flag there. It's one more ball going straight in front of the semicircle there. That's where in front of the rectangular area and ball goes straight to the man in purple. There we go with jersey number 7 from the team of JK Forest 11. That has been well taken away. Ball goes straight to the jersey number 7. Jersey number 7 takes it forward and beautifully sends it to number 6. Number 6 beautifully passes to the ball to number 2. Number 2 from the JK Forest 11 just sends the ball beautifully to one more side there. It goes to the opponent side. It is popping up in there. A couple of fielders coming underneath it. It was the header that comes from the team of the JK Forest 11. The piece of the ball was swifter than the piece of a player, as it is smoothly and safely taken by the goalkeeper. And eventually he was facing and some problem was there. Physical injury has happened and maybe physio will be called. And John Muhammad, the match official, central referee, is walking towards the central part of the rectangular area just in front of the goal mouth there. And it is one more player from the number 8, which is jersey number from the team of JK Forest 11, is also heading towards it. So physio comes in, he is having a look over it, whatever happened there.
Not looking quite good here is the goalkeeper from the JK Bank 11 with jersey number 1. He's having a pain in his legs. I think he was just the belter there from one of the players who was trying to strike it into the posts, and the kick which was hit in him in his right leg. So he isn't feeling right now very calm. So let's wait and watch what will be the position here for the goalkeeper. Will he go out, or will the physio be able to put him back on the track? Yes, right now it is JK Bank who is just getting up the mark and against the JK Forest 11. JK Forest 11 is a team who is playing from last 17 years, and they have the players who are very much experienced. And it is the JK Bank Academy team, which is an academy players. As you can watch on the screen, it is mostly the youngsters out there, with jersey number 3, with jersey number 8, jersey number 11, and they are youngsters with no beards in their faces, on their faces rather, and they have just getting up the mark within 10 minutes of the game, and the goalkeeper is just trying to get up, and he has get up. So it is a good news for the JK Bank 11, and he is right now looking very fit. So it will be the central back player who will just kick it forward for the JK Bank, and he just kicked it beautifully, and it is in the middle of the ground. 9 number of the jersey coming forward, just trying to snatch it from the other player from the Forest. It is number 2, and they are just tussling each other in there. Outside the line. In fact, no, it hasn't gone outside, so it has been well tackled there by the Forest player, who is just passing it to the number 2. Number 2 just trying to pass it to the center forward player, but he preferred to cross passes it to the number 11. But in between comes the number 11 player from JK Bank Academy, and he has passed it to the number 3. Number 3 just trying to get it from the Forest 11 player. And it is going to be a very, very fantastic tussle between these 3 teams. And number 8 just trying to get it. He's trying so hard, but here comes the number 11 from JK Bank Academy. It is looking like the energy of JK Bank 11 players, or as compared to their first match, they have just marking their ways that we don't need to look back, and we have already lost one of the game, but that doesn't matter to them, and they are coming back with the bang, and they have already thrown one into the nets.
Yeah, they have straight away sent the ball in the back of the nets. Meanwhile, the match is going there. It's a 2-horse game between the 2 teams here. Both the teams are very different teams in this match now. Before this, we have had a match of Real Kashmir versus the team of AG's 11, in which AG's 11 have won the match by 2-1. But the man of the match award was given to Samuel from the team of Real Kashmir. That was decided by jury there, and was a very good decision. Despite losing the match, he was given man of the match because he did really well. Good job there. And he is also a foreign player, and keeping in view a lot of things. One thing is sportsmanship, second his tremendous efforts, and he rescued many of the times his team. And if they could not get an equalizer on the second half of the match, that was a very good decision by the jury.
What could have been the possible goals, and he has just turned them into the losses, and that's why he was adjudged by the jury to be the man of the match in the first encounter which has happened over here. quite a minutes before. So it is just passing the touchlines. It is the Forest 11 who have got the throw in. Throw in comes in favor of the Forest 11. He is putting it forward, but he doesn't lost the control over the ball, and the referee blows this whistle. So it will be the throw in once again comes in favor of the Forest 11. So it is a nice encounter. You expect it, Mr. Shafi Para. It is going to be the nice encounter, but JK Bank Academy players, most of the youngsters, and they have already scored a goal here. It is now onus upon the Forest 11 players to throw and get an equalizer here.
And John Mohammed is calculating the 11 steps there, the difference between where the ball has been placed and the player who is going to obstruct is well into the penalty box area. There was having some sort of danger that was not well on the target. Once more, ball is just crossing over the crossbar. That is gonna be one more corner there. Corner once again is back in favor of Real Kashmir there. Real Kashmir is one of the player. JK Forest 11 rather gets a corner kick here. And the position, while there is a corner kick, the position of the goalkeeper matters a lot there. And if he makes any kind of fumble, that will create a lot panic to the team. But I hope that he could not be as floppy as it happens many times in football. Meanwhile, it is JK Forest's scorer. He comes forward. He tacks it beautifully. That was an amazing. Let's have a goal here. No, that has been well obstructed. It should have been a bicycle kick. He's asking a match official there, and maybe a foul was committed there. This is called as advantage. Advantage was given. The match was continued. The ball was not stopped as ball is being rolling there. It's kept rolling there by number 7. Number 7 takes it forward, and it is just crossing the touch line for another throw in, and throw comes in favor of the team JK Bank Academy here. So we have two teams belonging to the JK Bank. One is JK Bank Academy, second is JK Bank 11. So JK Bank 11 is a very strong team, but JK Bank Academy is a team where we have the new faces, new youngsters, very talented players who are actually in the primary stage of adolescence there, particularly 12 to 15 years of age, and they are trying to prove their asset better there. And meanwhile, this is at the synthetic turf TRC in the summer capital of Jammu and Kashmir Union Territory, Srinagar. And last 2 days have been so harsh for Kashmir, and as everybody has actually sent condemnation. And meanwhile, it really stresses each and every person. I hope that peace and prosperity will be prevailing across the globe, across the Kashmir as well, across the country as well. So that has been absolutely a big problem, and this is the sports that rejuvenates each and every mind. And we are trying to inculcate the youngsters in game of football here, so that a kind of a peace will be prevailing across all the youngsters of the country, as well as to the JK Union Territory in particular. So this is a nice step by Jammu and Kashmir Football Association in collaboration with State Sports Council, and that's really a good move. So I guess the way the inner news, they have been doing a good job by Frisk Film Productions. This will try to inculcate some new doctrine in the field of sports, particularly in football. Once you play a game throughout the day, at the evening, at the nights, you can enjoy the matches. You can see your flaws, you can see your fumbles, floppy things, and you can predict and you can pick up your strengths as well as weaknesses. That is very, very important for any play to just get them into the replays.
You are absolutely right, Shafi Para. Meanwhile, the peace and tranquility needed to be having in the ground as well, because a lot of the players from the Forest and they were protesting of something with the referee there, but it has been tackled now. All the things have been cleared. So it is the game once again resuming here. It is the Forest and Pira just trying too hard to get the ball away from the 3 players from the JK Bank Academy. But meanwhile, it is outside the touchline as it goes. So it is the throw-in which comes in favor of the Forest 11, throws in into the number 12, and he passes it to the other players. So let's wait and watch how long they can go, how long they have to wait here. It is the JK Bank Forest which is lagging behind with 1 goal against the JK Bank Academy. So yes, absolutely, peace and tranquility is must in every corner of the globe. Yes, where there will be a peace and tranquility, everything will be clear there, everything will be right on the card. So we hope that everything in the peace and tranquility and peace and prosperity will just be get engulf the state of Jammu and Kashmir as well. It is in the middle, ball is in the middle, they are just trying really hard to put it forward. It is the first 11 number jersey player who puts it forward to his center forward, who is just trying to put it into the striker, but in the end it has lost the momentum on the ball. He was rolling his legs quite beautifully, but in the meantime it is the free kick which comes in favor of the Forests, and he passes it to his left out, in fact, and he just manages to put it forward, and it was back passed once again, and he forwarded it to the number, and it is right now the passing has been excellent from the Forest 11, but they haven't been unable to secure a goal yet. And it is right now in the middle, and they are just passing it beautifully with each other, whether it be the surface passing or it is the passing in the air. And it is the JK Bank Academy player who just got the hold onto that ball, and he's passing quite beautifully there, and slide with the slide there, the Forest player puts forward it. And it's the very nice tussle going here in the TRC ground in Srinagar. It is the evening time here, so it is a quite beautiful timing to watch the football match here, because it is the ground which is engulfed by the chinar trees here, so you don't feel any kind of hanky and panky, so you can enjoy the match in the stands as we see in the southern part or all around the park. It's going to be the nice encounter right now. It is the JK Bank Football Association or JK Bank Academy which are leading with the charts at 1-0. So it will be the corner kick which comes in favor of the JK Bank Academy. Will they be able to score one more goal here and take it inaccessible lead of 2-0? So here's the number 11 taking the guard there. Will he be able to mark his kick in a right position? All the players in the middle are waiting for him, but it has gone outside, so it is the wastage of a kick there. So here comes the JK Bank, in fact the Forest 11 player, the defender who defends, and he just passes it to his other defender. The defender passes it to his midfielder just trying to find out the right position, and he is rolling absolutely well, and he is going past there, and the number 2 has passed it to his other player, and he just tries to kick it hard, and there's been in the line is there was a player who just beautifully get hold onto it and restricts it to go outside the line, and the Forest team just trying to get a comeback here, but it is the academy players who are trying really hard as well. Most of them are the youngsters. It's a team of youngsters, and there are no sort of players who are above the age of 30, and there are some players in the Forests who are above the 30, and they are playing from the academy, as we have heard from their captain when the match number was happening. It was saying that we are playing in the Forests from last 17 years, and there has been no joining from the new faces in this department. So let's hope they will get and some new faces into that 11, so it will be team which has remained as a very nice and very compatible team from this part of the world, and it is the number 3 who will throw in. It is coming in favor of the Forest 11. He just passes it to his comrade there, and once again it will be the throw-in which comes in favor of the Forest 11, Shafi Bala.
JK Bank have already taken a lead of 1-0 in the first half of the match, which is being played between the two teams. JK Forest 11, they have already lost one match in this event, and are taking over JK Bank Football Academy here. Meanwhile, whistle has been blown. It's a free kick. Let's have a look. It's going to be a kick in favor of JK Forest 11 or in a Bank Academy. No, it's going to be in favor of JK Bank Football Academy. They are going to deliver a kick here. Their defender comes and he kicks it very strong, and he has almost assailed the ball that has landed into the circles there and crossing the center line and just passing ahead. And meanwhile, number 18 comes from the JK Bank's 11. He was well interrupted. Good interception there, beautifully dribbling as well as tackles it beautifully and sends ball straight to the penalty box area. It was almost going to be a cracker, but that was not a good shot from the player of the JK Forest 11. Meanwhile, ball goes straight to one more player from the JK Forest 11. He was well interrupted by number 9 from the JK Bank's team, with just number 11 once more was obstructed. That was some sort of hindrance for the team to take the ball forward, but there had not been any kind of chances for him to roll it down the ground. Meanwhile, ball goes straight to the JK Bank's one of the player. He takes it forward, takes it beautifully and amazingly left footer. That is as sweet as whistle has been blown. That's going to be a man-on-man situation there, one-on-one situation, but finally and eventually the result was there is no damage done for JK Bank Football Academy. They have taken a complete first session for the match so far. That is a simulation there, a slight tackle towards the touch line. His ball is crossing the lines for another throw in. That goes in favor of JK Forest 11. JK Forest 11 are getting a chance here. Meanwhile, he has shown some signals to the match official there, and let's have a look over it. Meanwhile, ball goes straight to one more player from the JK Forest 11's player, and there we go. It's going to be one more player from the JK Forest 11. He takes it forward, takes beautifully and sends the ball back straight to the circle. Is there with Jason number 11. Jason number 11 from the team of JK Bank's player has taken complete possession. Number 6 is rolling down, and he was brought down there as whistle has been blown. Foul has been committed. That is not a good sign of spirit by the team of JK Forest 11. JK Forest 11 need to hold up their nerves. Official warning may be displayed by the John Mohammed, the official umpire of the day as well there, and it's going to be a terrific blow for the team of JK Bank Academy here, as one of the players from their team was taking the ball forward. He was keeping it rolling down the ground, but meanwhile it was one of the players, almost a midfielder, came forward to rescue his team. That was not in a good spirit, and he just takes him down, brought him down on this ground and has injured him. There is going to be an injury of the knee. Knee injury is very, very common and frequent in the teams of football or in the matches of football, so that is nasty. That is a very big blow for the team of JK Bank's team, as one of their players is walking back to the hut. Not a good news.
Yes, it is probably the second time that the JK Bank player has injured himself, and he has not injured even himself. He was injured there by the JK Forest 11 player, but this is the part of the game. But one should control their nerves beautifully, and so there wasn't such a sign. So he's just gone back to the dugouts, and here comes the kick from the JK Bank 11 player. He tries to lift it. Oh, it was taken beautifully by the goalkeeper from the Forest. Just comes forward and took it and got the possession of that ball, and he forwards it to his midfielders, central midfielder in fact, and he puts it forward. They are just rolling the ball here and there. It's nice passing bit right now going on here from the Forest players, that the ball has just tried to enter into the penalty area, but it was well crafted there by one of the JK Bank Academy defenders and sent it into the middle of the pitch, and it is just now the hold of the ball is the JK Bank Forest 11, and they are just passing it beautifully forward. In between comes the player in the touch lines from JK Bank 11. He forwards it. It was a number 4 there, but it will be the throw in which comes in favor of the Forest, and number 15 just trying to get the throw in, and will that throw in be the first changer for the Forest 11? They are lagging behind with one goal. It is JK Bank Academy who have already thrown one of the goal into the nets, and it is the in fact the Forest 11 who will just have the throw in, and he just tried to throw in into towards the penalty area, but it was well managed there by the JK Bank Academy players, and it has gone away. So the goalkeeper will try to do his work to kick the ball and set it into the middle, but in fact it is the defender who will try to kick it there. Defender places the ball at the right position. He is just sending some tips to the middle players and he kicks it beautifully, and it was a header there from the Forest 11 player, and there comes the kick once again. It's a long kick, a bomb kick from there, and it is in the middle, and he has passed it beautifully towards the Forest 11 players coming in between, and it is number two passes it to the players who is just doing his duties on the sidelines, and he hasn't just took the control over it, and it has gone to the sideline area. So once more it is the throw in which comes in favor of the Forests. So let's hope that they will gonna come back with the bank, and it is right now the JK Bank leading with 1-0. It is an evening time here in the TRC ground Srinagar. Around the, you can watch in the backdrop the beautiful chinar trees, and they are calling, it has been called that the chinar trees or the AC of Kashmir. So, and here comes the kick from the goalkeeper from the Forest 11, and he puts it forward. So let's hope for the better, that this could be the epic encounter, and we are hoping so as well. Here in the com boxes with me, here is my another fellow, it is Shafi Para with me, the very renowned commentator, and he will take you to the forward for the further
Proceedings.
yes, absolutely.
Yeah, for the proceedings, it's Shafi Para here, and today Irshad as well has switched to English today, and he was feeling some sort of pressure. Yesterday, meanwhile, we are trying to do and communicate you people in a better way. Whatever language you are trying to understand, we will be trying to come that level. Maybe we will not be able so far to come at that level, but we are trying our level best. Meanwhile, the tussle is going on. Number 7 just shift his ball. It was almost a back heel pass, and his ball back to the number 11. Number 11 is taking it. He was brought down, and whistle has not been blown there. Meanwhile, it's popping up in the air. It was a long kick, and long kick just almost lands in front of the semicircle there. There's a good tussle between the two players, one from JK Forest, another from Bank Academy player. It is going to be a big tussle. Once more ball has been brought and taken back to the number 8 tackling beautifully, but it was a good dribble by the team of, and there is a change of there is change of physical appearance. If you physically compare the two teams, I think there is a giant physical appearance in the team of JK Forest 11 instead of JK Bank Football Academy, where you will see physically some young fellows, some adolescent boys, and literally, to be very honest about it, there seems to be a very huge difference in physical terminology. The teams of JK Bank Forest 11 is very immature but very talented, but they are looking like greenhorns so far, but they have taken a position and they are looking like to be the dominant team of the day.
Yes, you have the guest yesterday here, Mr. Masudi too, was saying that this football is the game of the youngsters. So the youngsters are doing a very commendable job for right now for the JK Bank Academy 11, and they are taking on the Forest 11, and they are leading the charts right now. It is the JK Bank Academy which is at 1-0, and there comes the chance. Will they gonna take this? And this is going into the nets. So this is the second time that the JK Bank Academy have thrown the ball into the net. So this is the goal number 2 for the JK Bank Academy, and what a time to come in. This is almost the time of the first half. It is also the time for the first half, and but they have once again be able, and you can see the sajda from one of the JK Bank Academy players. It's a team of youngsters, and they are showing that in the middle.
That was a sign of submission by a player there in front of the goal mouth there after scoring a goal. And now JK Bank Football Academy, once it's the words, they were well coming into the favor of JK Bank Academy. That is JK Bank Academy, they have taken a lead of 2-0 now in first half of the match. So we are waiting for the half time. Whistle has been blown, match has been kicked off once more, and it goes straight to the JK Forest 11's defender. He's straight away and very forward, sends ball to his one more player to number 7. Number 7 is just popping it up in the air. It was hanging there for a while there in the air. Meanwhile, that has been well cleared away by the Bank Academy. Is one of the players. They are looking fast, furious, and they are looking absolutely such an outrageous. So far, this is going to be one more chance for Academy here. Can Bank Academy get a goal here? That's a sweet right footer. Anticipation was not better. The execution of the things were not at clear, and that could have sent the ball straight into the back of the nets, would have been third on the board. So JK Bank so far is looking quite forward, and they are looking quite dominant team. Their super ascendancy in the match is showing that why this academy of the JK Bank or the powers of the Jammu and Kashmir Union Territory in terms of the football. So far, the powerhouse team JK Bank Academy is taking their team very forward, and they have made a huge difference of scores now on the board. There is 2-0 on the board. There we go. It's number 4. Number 4 sends ball straight to the sideline player. It was the midfielder, in fact, at the mid zone, hanging around, touching the line is there. Ball goes straight outside the line there for another throw in. Let's have a wait over it. It goes in favor of JK Forest 11. JK Forest is one of the fellow comes and has thrown in ball straight in front of the sideline is there. It's going into the sidelines. He was well brought down, and he continues it. It was not by the player of JK Bank Academy. Meanwhile, whistle has been blown. Something went nasty there and something went wrong, and whistle has been blown. Foul has been committed. That goes in favor of JK Forest 11. Can Forest 11 get this goal? Can they send the ball straight into the nets? And time and tide will take the best decision. We are just waiting for the first goal from the JK Forest 11. Whistle has been blown. There we go. It's going up in the air. Just into the penalty box area. That was a better chance for them. Can they convert? No, they can't convert it, because the players from the team of JK Bank 11 Academy, JK Bank Academy, they have been fantastic, and they have been playing fabulous and fascinating football so far. Quite ravishing and quite outrageous as well. They have been relegating the opponent as JK Forest 11. So physical, appearance doesn't matter. What matters, it is a presence of mind. Mind games play important. Look at that, is absolutely robust. That is absolutely one more wrong thing. It is against the ethics of the game, and you have brought him down. A young guy, a guy around the age of 12 to 13 years old, has been brought down by the JK Forest 11, and he himself is feeling guilty of it, but so far he has not apologized with the play, that it was not a deliberate chance there. It was not deliberately done. It was unintentionally, because these are the moments of the football which usually do happen in every part of the game of football, be it first or the second half of the match, and be it while you have scored the goals or while you have not scored the goals. But especially the frustration comes out when any team is lagging behind by any goal there. So far JK Forest 11, they are lagging behind. Very experienced team of 17 years old. Most of the players are hailing from district Gaunderbal, as last time their captain mentioned there, and they told that we want to have some new guys, new guns in the team. But so far, if JK Forest want to come back in this match, then they need all the guns to blaze out. So far it has been a blurgent and a very blazing show from the team of JK Bank Football Academy. Irshad.
Yes, absolutely. But it was, for me, it was looking like the deliberate attempt by the player. But that is the part of the game. Here he goes. He just trying to get it into the goal. He comes from the attacker there, but still he wasn't unable. At it rolls down for the aways. Yes, absolutely. You talk it about, do you need to control your emotions? If you are lagging with 2-0, still you do have to control your emotions. This is the part of the game. Other than this, we have seen in the international games as well what is happening over there. They're just kicking, they are just giving their headers within the sometimes. We have seen it in the final of 2006 when Zinedine Zidane of France, one of the famous footballers, he was just shown, and in the finals even he was shown the red card by the referee, as he was giving.
Actually, I remember that match very well. I think it was around 2010, I guess. 2006, and it was the semi-final of France, and that really costed huge for the team of France. And when Zinedine Zidane, world's one of the famous and a gentleman, was found who committed such a big foul on that day and was displayed a very strong official warning, that was a red card was displayed to him, and he was out of the final on that. Because of him, if he could have been there, they would have won that final as well, but finally they were not the winners. Meanwhile, ball goes straight to the JK Forest 11. One of the defender comes forward. Can JK Forest rescue their team? Can defenders, can especially the other players, other scorers rescue the team? That is going to be a very big question. And we are here having one of the famous thing of the city. Everybody is having a question over it. Whenever you go to Srinagar city,
Yes,
do
we
you
will.
enjoy the lavasa? And that is a masal suit, which is a very famous thing.
Yes,
So the
sir.
ANN News with Frisk Film Production is presenting the masal suit, and
I
that
would
is
like to interrupt you for a minute. It is the Mr. Zaid from Birwa, assistant director working here. He is having so much for us to offer, and he has just marked his way here, and he is coming with the masala and the lavasa. So we are enjoying here. Thanks to him, thanks to Mr. Zaid from Birwa, working here as an assistant director, and thanks to all the team who are working here for the ANN as well as for the Frisk Film Productions, which is giving you the live coverage of this Khyber Premier Football League 2021, which is running at the moment in TRC ground here in synthetic turf at Srinagar. Yet it is the match you are watching who have just switched their TV sets lately. We're gonna tell you that it is the match between JK Forest 11 taking JK Bank Academy, and JK Bank Academy players are just leading the charts with 2-0. It is me here with me the Shafi Para in the combox, and we are enjoying the Khyber lassi as well as the masala and the lavasa. So it is a very fantastic one kind of street food, and everyone enjoying it because it gives you a lot of energy, and one who feel so much of appetite can just beat the appetite with masala and the lavasa. And in between here comes the JK Bank player. So coming back towards the live match here, it is JK Bank right now JK Forest 11. In fact, he just thrown the ball towards the other there, and they are just trying to enter into the D area. There's a possibility of a goal. Can they be? But the header comes out from the JK Bank Academy player, and they are saving the nets. It is absolutely cracking that the JK Bank players are showing here. It has been the fantastic the show displayed by the JK Bank 11 players, and they are proving their mettle what they are capable of. Most of them are the youngsters. It is the experience which is of the Foresters. Will they be Foresters may be able to put the experience into the energy? Still now they are not showing such the signs, but it is the JK Bank Academy players who are leading the charts. Here's the chance, but he wants to slide that, and once again they're halted by the JK Bank 11 player, and it is the moment of joy for the JK Bank Academy players because it is the time just going towards the first half, just going towards the end of the first half. Here's the referee which is in the corner side, so he's just showing something there, and it is the number 11 youngster from the JK Bank 11. So it will be the corner for the Foresters. So let's, if they can go, they're gonna convert this. We have to wait and watch once again. What an absolute fantastic work there by their goalkeeper.
that was an acrobatic save. He
Acrobatic,
pulled off an amazing save there.
Yes, and it is just scintillating effort there by the goalkeeper from the JK Bank Academy. Once again, it will be the corner kick, and once again the chance goes in favor of the Forest 11. Will they be able to hit the first goal on the board? Here they comes, it is not away here, they are just trying to header it, and once again the header comes from the defender of the JK Bank Academy. Once again it has been, oh, what an absolutely outrageous work there by the player from the JK Bank Academy, and once again the Foresters got the hold of the ball, and they have took it into the middle, and once again with a slide, with an acrobatic slide by the goalkeeper from the JK Bank Academy, and it is the only person who looks to me about the 18, and rest of the players who are playing in the outfield are very much youngsters. And here comes the kick from the JK Bank Academy footballer, and once again, but it is the nice save there by the goalkeeper from the Foresters as well. It is the number 21, and he kicks it beautifully, and it is in the middle, and JK Bank player tries to coming in between, and he tries so, and he passes it to the number 10. Number 10, oh, what an absolute move there by the JK Bank Academy player, and he passes it to his defender once again passes to his other defender, and defender with jersey number 3 taking it forward beautifully. It is the roll of the legs very nicely, and once again the JK Forest goalkeeper got the hold onto that ball, and he forwards it to his midfielders, and it is in the center right now with number 2. He passes it forward. Will they be able right now? This is the chance. Can they able? Yes, they has. It is the number 10 with the jersey number of Lionel Messi as well, having the jersey number 10. So the Forests are back here with 1 goal into the nets, and that was an expectation from everyone that the Forests look at that absolutely, and that was on the pinpoint. They are the passing from the player there, and it is the JK Forests who are up the mark with the scores, but they are just lagging with the 1 goal. It is 2-1 now. The JK Forest 11 has just got off the mark, and they are 2-1 here. Shafi Pala.
It is the goalkeeper who has made a howler there, and look at the passing. Passing was terrific, and that was a spectacular passing from left out to the midfielder to the center, forward to the right out, and that was a superb show by the team of JK Forest 11. So finally, JK Forest 11 have cracked a goal here, and that is goal number 1 for them. They are lagging behind by 1 goal, so they need an equalizer here on. Ball is taken forward by the defender of the JK Forest 11. He takes it just above the center line. It is going straight to the right out. Can he make 1 more pass there? A simple fumble can have given more chances to the left out of the JK Forest 11 to have 1 more goal. So we are waiting for 1 more chance for the JK Forest 11 as they are getting here. It looks like a throw in favor of JK Forest 11. So there is somebody like Javed Hussain who has scored a goal. So far he is looking like to rescue the team of JK Forest 11, which was absolutely looking like to be in the Pacific Ocean. And look at the efforts of JK Bank's youngster. Oh, that's going to be the second one. Oh, danger was just tackling around, and the ball just rebounding well into the hands of and the gloves of the goalkeeper there. Goalie has done a good job, but before this he was not at his appropriate place, and there was a big howler committed by the goal. So far it has been a floppy show by JK Forest, but now coming back, JK Forest 11 are looking in a terrific mood, and they are trying to put all their hands on the deck here, and if they want to get an equalizer, that they need all the stops to pull out. So they have put kicks in the pants so far. Meanwhile, ball goes to the left out just taking it forward. That has been well intercepted by the defender of the opponent's team from the JK Bank's Academy player. He takes it forward. That is touching around the touch line. That has been well slided up. Can we have the third goal from the JK Bank's Academy team? That's well into the back of the nets. There we go. Number 3 comes from the JK Bank Football Academy. Back-to-back goals here. It's 1 more goal scored by the Bank Academy here. Bank Academy, once they conceded a goal, they are coming back very strongly. Look at the effort, look at the passing. That is sizzling, that is scintillating, that is ravishing, and sending the ball gently straight into the back of the net. That was a simple flick, and that was beautifully done, and this is an amazing work by the team of JK Bank Forest 11. Now the scores on the board are 3-1. 3 goes in favor of JK Bank and 1 goes in favor of JK Forest 11. Irshad, superb comeback by JK Bank once they conceded the goal.
What an excellent effort there by the JK Bank Academy players. Yes, they were lagging. In fact, the Forest has just secured a goal a few minutes before, and after that it is the JK Bank Academy which has took now the lead of 3-1 here in the synthetic turf ground in Srinagar. So it is the throw-in which comes in favor of the Forest player. He throws in it, and it is the number 11 from the JK Bank Academy took the possession of the ball, and he just got hold on.
Actually, see what actually happened. The passing starts once the goalkeeper sent ball to the defender. created some moves and sent ball to the sideline midfielder. Once the ball came into the mid zone, this is what exactly Mr. Masood Maqbool was talking about. So once you get a chance, you need to penetrate that chance and get a goal there. So the efforts there were that there has been a strong communication between the players. So it's a long pass, it's up in the air, and JK Bank Academy, once their scorer got a chance, he got a superb move there, and that was a layup passing. Once you get a lateral passing, that sometimes fallaciously, deceives the opponent players, and superb work done there, and that has brought down JK Forest 11 back to the back foot, and JK Forest 11, they are lagging by 2 goals now.
Yes, absolutely. So let us wait and watch. Will the Forest be able to get back into the game? Yes, they are already. The JK Bank Academy players have scored 3 goals already, and they are just marching towards the 4th goal here. But it is the Forest 11 which they need. They need to come back very strongly, because it is only the score of 3-1 which is on the boards. So it is the cross at the sideline once again. It is the number 6 which has been getting to the ball, and he just trying to get it to the another player. Most of them are the youngsters, whether it's been number 10, number 6, and one more there in the sidelines. He puts it forward, but it has gone out of the line, so it is the away, and the kick comes in favor of the Forest 11 goalkeeper, who
A simple slide straight to the defender, and so far JK Bank they have put strong nuisance against the team of JK Forest 11. Number 11 from the Bank Academy there, and we have one more player from the JK Forest 11.
This has been blown by the referee there, so it will be the throw in which comes in.
Yes, match referee comes in action there, and the match referee has a straightforward gone for
free kick, which comes in favor of
it's a foul kick. It goes in favor of JK Forest 11. JK Forest 11 is one of the player goes and he is trying to deliver a kick. Let's have a deco wide. He sends ball into the mixer. That was well rescued there. JK Bank's player came there. He has not allowed the ball to go into the penalty box area. Ball goes straight to the touch lines for another throw in. That will straight forward go into the pocket of JK Forest 11, and JK Forest 11 in their lap. We have one more throw in, and can they convert this throw in? This is match number 11 of Khyber Premier Football League 2021, which is being organized by JKFA in collaboration with State Sports Council. There we go. That is well danger into the areas. That has been gone straight down the ground. He's gone for a big kick there. And the first half comes to an end. The lead here is JK Bank 3 and Forest 11 1.
Yes, absolutely. There was some sort of a chance to the Forest players, but they didn't be able to score that. This was what Mr. Masood yesterday was saying, that these kind of chances which was coming in your way, you have.
This is a replay. This is a replay of last goal.
Yes, absolutely. This was the replays of the last goal, which the JK Bank Academy have been able to throw into the net.
I think Irshad, one thing is quite clear here. To be very honest, unequivocally, the team of JK Bank Academy, their coaching staff, their management will be highly, excited. The kind of a third goal that the team has scored against JK Forest 11, that was the goal of the tournament so far, because look at the efforts where from the ball was taken and where from the ball has been sent. So it was a ball of goalkeeper. He sent ball back to the defender to midfield. I mean, the coordination that started from very beginning of the penalty box of their own area to the penalty box of the opposite area, where they had created a super move which is very important in game of football, that really happened in the penalty box area once the ball got into the mixer, and that was clearly sent into the back of nets. And that was not a harsh strike over to the ball. That was as simply gentle push, and he just slide the ball straight into the back of the nets, and that was the third one.
So we can say that they have got the lead of 3-1, so they have made their position strong here against the Forest 11. By quit, we cannot take the Forest 11 out of the game, out of the context, because they can come back stronger in the second half. So it is the half time here, so we will gonna take you back after a few minutes. It is Irshad Mahyuddin with me, Shafi Para. We will be back after a few minutes.